Welcome back to another video. Today we have stories to tell.
Stories.
Yeah, they're stories. They're, well, how other ways you can call it. Experiences.
Yeah, life experiences.
Life experiences. Today we have Eric to tell us about his life on the road. So Eric, I want to start this interview asking you, do you remember what year it was when you started working?
2016,
Damn.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. First fair ever.
Tulsa, Oklahoma?
Yeah.
So 2016, how many years you been out here?
Traveling since
So-
2017.
But you started in 2000.
16, which
16.
is my home state, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
So you started like working before you start traveling?
Yes. My very first fair. I just went on a whim because I was on vacation. So I decided, hey, I need some extra money. So I went to the fair and been here ever since.
Yeah, the fair is good, the extra money.
Yeah.
It really is, like compared to some other jobs. Some bosses, not everybody though, but some bosses, they pay way more than normal jobs.
Yeah. And then I mean, what?
That's something that people don't know. You know that even though like it's a rough lifestyle sometimes, you can make more money than having a normal job.
True, because it's
Back
fast
home.
money.
Yes, that's what we do. We do fast money.
Yeah.
All right. So how old were you when you started?
Let's count backwards. So I'm 45 now. 37.
You were 37 when you started.
37.
Damn. I was on my 20s. I was 20.
You're a baby.
I think I wasn't even 20 though. I think I just turned a 20.
21.
No, I think I just turned a 20.
It's not bad.
Yeah. So, what do you do? What kind of type of job do you do at the fair?
Well, I've always been in food. I've always been a food supervisor. I did rides for 1 year. I did the Euro slide.
1 year on rides?
1 year on rides in the Euro slide. And
How do you like that?
I didn't. That's why I quickly moved back to foods.
Well, everybody have their love.
Yes.
I feel you. Like, I have done games and food. I have done teardown on rides, but
It's completely different ball.
listen. The guys on the rides, they don't do pretty much nothing, right? Like, what we open,
Right.
they just, like situate the people on the rides, but they have the most tough teardown.
Yes, because all the heavy equipment.
Yes, they have the most hard teardown. That's for sure. The game guys have the easiest ones.
Right. One night, 2 hours, you're done.
Not even that though.
Sometimes. It just depends.
Just depend how many games you tear down.
Correct.
Just depend. So how do you like it out here?
I like it. At first, it was just a part-time job. It was just something to do on my vacation, but you get to meet a lot of new people. You get to go a lot of places that you wouldn't normally go on a regular job.
Yeah, you get to travel a lot.
You get to travel a lot. So that's the main focus. And then, like I just said, you get to meet a lot of interesting people,
Right.
you know,
From any part of the world.
any part of the world, including Canada.
Including Canada.
Including
I haven't been on Canada, but
Canada route is,
they
yeah.
told me that it's really good. How do you got here? Like, how do you got the job? And what make you get the job?
Like I said, I was just on vacation trying to get some extra money because you got to look, the fair starts in mid-October.
Right.
So right around the corner is what? Christmas. Mm-hmm. So it's easy, quick Christmas money to have, especially when you have children. So
So, but like, how do you got the job?
I just simply took a drug test. And once I took the drug test, the food supervisor came out and it's like, do you have a spot? I said, no. She said, well, you're with me now.
So like, they went to like your hometown.
They went to my hometown of Tulsa. And like I said, they had ads in the paper and on TV, so I showed up.
Was it easy to apply?
Super.
You know, I have like got a lot of people, like customers. They come and they ask like, oh, how do I apply and how do you get the job? And I don't know what to tell them.
You don't have a rebuttal?
I don't know what to tell them, because when I got hired, I'm from Puerto Rico. When I got hired, the company sent like these people to hire people in Puerto Rico.
Right. Agents, talent agents.
Yeah, exactly. They send talent agents, and it's hilarious because, a friend of a friend of a friend was the one that got the job.
Right.
Okay, so that person tell another friend to work. So there was, like two of them. Then that other person told my best friend to come and work. And then my best friend told me to come and work.
So basically, you got hired through word of mouth.
Yes.
Right.
When I was on my 19s, I told myself, look, if I have the opportunity to get out of Puerto Rico, I'm going to take it.
Right.
I am not going to, think twice to leave Puerto Rico. Just because, don't get me wrong, Puerto Rico, it's a paradise, It's a paradise to go on vacations.
Right.
Like Puerto Rico is fantastic to take vacations. It's beautiful. We have beautiful beaches. We have, beautiful people, beautiful places. There's a lot to explore in the island. But the living in the island, it's really miserable. Unless you can start, your own business, just like most of my family have done, it's really tough.
Right.
To be there.
It makes sense.
So, I took the opportunity. I told myself, if I can leave Puerto Rico, I'm going to do it. It doesn't matter where am I going to be, how am I going to start, what am I going to do.
Right. Wanted a fresh start.
Yeah, I was like, let's go. Why not? And besides, I was with my best friend. I came with my girlfriend in that meantime, too. You remember that? Tell me, Eric, what is the worst experience that you've been through at the job?
Death.
Dead? Who died?
Lots of death. Not personal people that I know, with the exception of today.
Right, yes.
But a lot
we just lost somebody that it was really appreciated.
And when you see death, you humble yourself. Mm-hmm. Because at that point, you got to realize you're living for something.
Right.
So, death is probably the worst thing as far as doing carnival work when you make such good friends.
Right.
And then
when you get so close to people.
You get so close to people and then you see them pass away. And it makes you kind of rethink life a little bit.
For example, our co-worker, what was his name, Justin?
Yeah, that was hard.
Samantha.
Yeah, Justin, Samantha not so much, but Justin was young.
Yeah.
22 years old. I mean, you miss those people. Because you get off work, you party with those people, you have a good time, you spend carnival people, good people, is turned into your family. And you never want any
when you're away from home.
And you never want anything to happen to them because you've built this bond and this relationship with them.
Right.
So Yeah, death.
That's the worst experience. Have you have you seen any accident happen at work? Listen,
Sadly, yes.
Eric, tell me, what is the most weird stuff you ever found in the Midway or at your work area?
Oh, that's easy.
What is the most weird stuff?
That's really easy.
Without getting compromised.
We played a spot in Arkansas. We don't need to say where the spot was. Well, I was in Arkansas. And we saw this lady high running through the Midway butt naked
Oh Lord.
with 5 cops chasing right behind her. It was hilarious.
A lady naked running on the Midway.
Running on the Midway, high as a kite.
Wow.
That was the most funniest thing ever.
Okay, so that's like something weird that you've seen. What about like something material that you have find in the Midway or at your work area? Something like really awkward weird.
It's not really actor weird.
For example, I have found on the Midway, I don't remember what spot, but I found a pad.
I found condoms.
On the Midway?
Used condoms on the Midway.
Oh my God.
Folded together with the little semen still in the condom.
Oh, hell no.
On the Midway.
In the middle of the Midway.
In the middle of the Midway.
What the hell? Oh, I found a pad, literally like it wasn't used though.
No.
Thank God, it wasn't used.
This was used.
But it was. So Eric, have you personally, have you had an accident working, and how do you manage the situation?
I have accidents all the time. If you work in food and you don't have an accident, you ain't working.
Yeah, you're
You're
not
not
working
working.
if something doesn't happen.
Always getting burned, or you're slipping, or something's always happening. You cannot stay injury free working at the carnival.
But like, do you remember like a specific accident?
I've never had nothing major happen other than burns.
So burns because of the oil
The
and stuff.
oils.
We use a lot of oil.
We do.
Yeah, and like pretty much, what 75% of the stands use
85.
oils. 85% of the stands use oil. So I think the major accident that I ever have working was that I dropped the marquee of the lemonade in my head. But it was stupid. It was very stupid because, like it was my fault to think that the marquee was gonna stay holding by itself with all the parts.
Right. Plus wind.
Yeah, plus the wind. Oh, we have a friend here.
You'll be alright.
But yeah, that day, dude, that shit dropped hard on my head. I have a bump for like a whole week. I have a headache for like a whole week. I have a scratch on my thigh, on my arm.
It means you had a concussion and you didn't go to the hospital.
No, my manager, like made sure that I didn't have a concussion. It was just, I think probably like if I was shorter than what I am, like that marquee, like would have dropped harder.
Right.
But yeah, it was my fault. It was my fault. I should have made sure to, like be
Have one pole secure.
yeah, exactly, like a good position to bring it down.
Right.
But like I said, like I give my back to it, with literally the market didn't have any bars and it was windy.
Right.
So it was my fault. Besides, I was supposed to have somebody else
Always.
with me. Yes, when you're dropping a marquee, it's important. Oh, okay, we have a friend in the camera too. There's a bird in the camera.
So, dropping a marquee, you're supposed to have an average always of 3 people. One person to brace in case it falls, and one on each side taking bars. This main thing in the carnival, they all teach, no matter what company you work for, whether it's private or corporation, safety first.
Right. Yeah, that's our main thing.
Right.
Safety first.
Because we come out here to provide for our families, and we don't want to get hurt or killed out here because that can easily occur.
Yep.
So
And that have happened because of accidents. That have happened. So Eric, what do you love most from this lifestyle?
to travel,
The travel.
you're not stationary. The people you meet, you meet new friends.
All the time.
all
Every
the
year.
time.
Every spot.
Yourself as an example, people that you work with, and you get bonds, and you want to see those people healthy. You never want to see anything happen to those people,
Right.
because now you done formed this bond with them, and you're looking forward to seeing them after your little break. You're looking forward to seeing those people again and be like, oh, I've been seeing you in so long.
Right. So many years.
Right.
And then here we're back.
And we do it again.
So that's what you love the most.
I do.
The traveling, besides the money.
It's not even really the money, it's the people. For me, being a person that really not a people person,
Right.
to meet good people and form bonds is important. So, yeah, it's meeting the people.
From what countries have you met people?
Puerto Rico,
Puerto Rico?
Venezuela, Canada, Guatemala, I think in Mexico.
Canadians?
Yeah, I said the Canadians.
Well, right now we work with people from Haiti. I have met people from Haiti, Cubans, obviously Americans, Mexicans, Salvadorans, Guatemalans, people from Brazil, from Canada, what else? Honduras. Damn, Chile.
Yeah. You just never know where a person is from when they working at a carnival.
Yeah,
You never know
could be from anywhere, so you cannot be racist at all.
at all. And it could be
That's not something that exists at all over there.
It could be your next door neighbor. You just never know.
Right. Yeah, a lot of countries. I think our job gives us opportunity to meet a lot of people
It does.
from anywhere.
All walks of life.
Who knows? Maybe one of these days we're gonna meet an alien. Dude, just wait for it.
You never know, right?
So besides working at the fair, do you do any other job?
Not currently, because health is more important than working.
Right.
And personally, I had open heart surgery. It's been like almost 3 years now.
You got heart surgery.
Yeah,
It's a tough thing.
yeah, triple bypass. So it took 6 months to heal. And I didn't even know if I was coming back. But like I said, I missed it, and sitting at home is boring.
It is. But so back home, have you have any other job? For example, I work at a paint store
I do nothing.
when I wasn't on the road.
I save enough money through the season not to work when I go home, to have enough to when I come back, I still have.
I'm glad you mentioned that. That's something that a lot of us do. Like during the season, we save pretty much all our money. That way, when the season it's over, when we're not working, we have that money saved to be home doing nothing. Because we deserve it, okay?
Right, we deserve
Because
that
it's
vacation.
tough. It's tough when you finish tear down at 5 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. Then you have to jump 2, 3 hours, 6 hours driving, and then that same day have to set up. We deserve vacations.
Exactly.
Eric, what is the hardest thing of being on the road?
Missing your family.
Missing the family.
Missing
Missing
your kids. Yeah. Missing births. Missing deaths too. Even family members you're close to, and you can't just up and leave and go.
Right.
Because we got to work. We got to make a living for ourselves.
So that's the hardest thing.
That is the
Being
hardest thing.
away.
Being away from your family.
Yeah, I think the same. For at least for me, that's the hardest thing.
It is.
You know, like besides that, we love to travel. You know, like at some point, you miss. You know, like you miss home. Period. There's no doubt about that. For a last question, well, it's not a question. I want you to tell me at least 5 things that you should have to survive on the road. Like, yeah, five things that you need to be on the road, that you need to survive, that you're like I'm not gonna make it without this.
Money.
Money.
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper. Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Definitely somewhere close by. You always need to have somewhere close so you can get fast food or food.
Okay, that's 3.
That's 3. Let's see. You just gotta have.
That's your opinion. I'm gonna tell you mine.
I think that's about it. That's the main 3. I can't think of
Money,
5.
toilet paper, and clothes.
Money, toilet paper, and food.
And food. Well, that's 4 in there.
That's 4. Yeah.
One more. Tell me one more. Think about
it. You just gotta have a support system.
Support system.
Yeah, because when you're on the road, you do get lonely.
Yeah, that's
and if
true.
you don't have a partner that you travel with, it makes it hard. It makes it harder to stay on the road and
to be alone so long.
And not want to go home. That's my 5.
You know, I think my top 5 things that I think that you need to survive is a fridge, microwave, a heater, bedding stuff. What else? Fridge, microwave, heater, bedding stuff. Probably a fan. I mean, most of the trailers have ACs, so probably not a fan though.
Right.
I got those 4. Money.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it.
That. Definitely, most.
You know, the fridge, because like.
Gotta eat.
Yeah, you gotta eat. You gotta save your food. You know, like or have drinks. You gotta have a microwave. You know, like I think for me that's the main stuff that it's like at a normal home.
Yeah, I was just gonna compare it to what you said. So you basically having all of the necessities of home in your bunkhouse.
Yeah, exactly.
Or in your bunk room. For me, it's not that detrimental to have that stuff because you need the other things.
Right.
Because at any given moment, we could go to a spot, they have a bathroom
and there's no
toilet paper. So then you're stuck.
You're
doing a little dance.
What about if you don't have a sock?
Oh my God! Then you just screwed. Then you got to use your shirt. So now you're walking shirtless somewhere with poop.
Oh my God, that would be awful.
That would be funny.
All right, well, that's it for today, Eric.
That is great.
Maybe later if I got more questions. Thank you though for accepting the invitation.
It was a pleasure
to do this.
It was a pleasure.
I'm gonna be bringing more people though. You know, cause trust me, they want to tell their stuff, their stories.
Different point of views from different people makes the story more interesting.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's right. I am gonna be bringing more people because I know some people that, you know, like they start on the road because they were running away from home.
Yeah, you remember? Well, you're not old enough to remember, but the original history of the carnival, which most people did, was runaways.
Yeah, it was runaways.
And they made the carnival successful until they started expanding it to people that just was interested in it because it looked fun.
It's quick money.
And it's quick money. And you get to, like I said, you get to meet a lot of interesting people.
Right. Well, like I say, thank you, Eric, for coming over.
No problem.
Take a little bit of your time to share with the people about a little bit about your life, you know. Like, I want to hear what you have to say. I know people, it's going to enjoy to hear, you know, like what you have to say, what other people that work with us have to say.
Experiences.
Damn right. So just stay tuned and keep watching my videos. Subscribe. It's not gonna hurt you if you subscribe.
Definitely
Are you
won't hurt.
subscribed already?
I can. I will today.
All right. Well, that's all for today.
Thank you much.
All right, Eric. I'm gonna put this right here. It's gonna be your mic.
You little
Is
miss.
it comfortable?
Look at you, Miss Professional. The life experiences, though, like it does change people when
Yeah.
you do this type of work.
Yeah,
And then you
what
try
you
to
what
go-
you live, what you go through on the road really change you,
And then you try to go back to a regular setting,
and it's not the
and
same.
it's not the same.